Hi, Colette Florido with CRW Network, and I am here at the MJ BizCon, and we're talking with these very knowledgeable guys. This is Brandon and Nick, and they are here with Isolate Extraction Systems, Inc., and we wanted to get the down low on this really beautiful piece of equipment that you have here. And if you'll tell us a little bit about what your company does and how that's going to matter as far as the extraction process goes.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you, Colette, so much for having us. Pleasure to be here. So we've been coming to the show for a couple years now, so it's always interesting and exciting to see kind of the new advances and how big it's getting.
It's huge.
It is. It certainly is. Every year it grows a lot bigger.
They said 26,000 people are looking to attend today.
Yeah.
This week.
I think last year was like 14, so it's wild to see the progress in the industry, you know, and more and more states coming online and getting behind the support.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, tell us, if you would, please. We were drawn to this company because of the isolate factor. We want to know about how you get the cleanest isolate and where does that start. And so if you'll talk us through a little bit about your knowledge there and what we have behind us.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to. So we are Isolate Extraction Systems, Inc. We are a manufacturer of supercritical extraction units. These units take carbon dioxide and use it to strip out the cannabinoids found in the plant. And then a lot of times they are reconstituted in a wide variety of products. You know, you have a lot of things on the medical side, edibles, topicals, tinctures. People even go the CBD isolate route, which has its own benefits as well. So this is a CO2 extraction unit. This is our 2x20 liter unit. So each vessel holds about 10 pounds of ground material. What we do is we flow carbon dioxide over the plant material to strip out the desired cannabinoids. From there, we drop the pressure, move over to the other side of the system. We allow basically the pressure to drop. We maintain our temperature controls, which allows us to basically keep the CO2 in the gaseous state, which allows it to go back through the pump and the oil to precipitate out of the solution and collect down here in our isolation cups. Then the CO2 makes its way back through the system. It is closed loop, so we recycle about 90% of the CO2 we do use.
And for us to take a step back, you said that the plant starts out in whole plant form, and then as you're using this process, what is different about this extraction than some of the other extractions that are out in this space? We talk about the CO2 supercritical. Why does that make a difference?
Absolutely. CO2 is one of the cleanest solvents available. It's considered GRAS by the FDA, which is generally regarded as safe. It's the same thing found in beer, you know, and a lot of different drinks out there. After all, we do exhale it. So there's really not a lot of potential dangers there. This is, you know, a piece of machinery, so just make sure you know what you're doing. There are some pressures involved. Other than that, it's very safe. What we're able to do is use CO2 as its best, which is a tunable solvent, meaning as we control the pressure and the temperature, we're able to control the density and how it interacts with the plant material. With cannabis hemp, we're basically able to control the density to really isolate and extract the different cannabinoids we're looking for and leave behind a lot of the undesirables, we call it, which are the fats, waxes, lipids, and chlorophyll. Those certainly do have their place, but generally speaking, a lot of customers and end consumers are looking for the cannabinoids, and those are really the beneficial aspects of the plant.
So you're seeing them moving, wanting to remove some of that part of the plant as an unwanted. Is it because of the flavor? Is it just they just want it more in a purer form?
Sometimes it could be the flavor. It depends on what type of product. Usually in a lot of edibles, things like that, they don't want a lot of cannabis flavor. So that kind of helps by not introducing some of the terpenes, which generally have the aroma and flavor profiles of the plants. Vape pens, people do like the terpenes, but they want a nice clear oil that doesn't have a lot of those fats and waxes, something that's very easy to vaporize and to kind of turn into that mist that people are looking to inhale, especially people with, you know, who have hard, I don't want to say allergies, but kind of restrictions due to smoke. So the vaping aspect is very well for that. The edibles, you can have a little bit more of those fats and waxes, not necessarily a very important thing, more the taste side. And then, yeah, it just kind of really depends on what you're trying to do with that oil and how it fits into kind of the end product line.
And Brandon, if you want to tell us from your perspective, what is your product then doing to the end user? Who's using this? What are they putting this into?
Right. So most of our users are going to be manufacturers of cartridges, vape pens, lotions, topicals, and it's going out to dispensaries. So either on the medical side or recreational side, these products, the oils and terpenes that come out of our machine There's not much post-processing with it. They can go directly into pens in certain circumstances, and they go either recreational or medical.
Okay. And are they, so at this point, how much THC are they typically going to find in their plant once they've extracted this out?
I would say it's a funny question. We get asked a lot. It really depends on the starting plant material. After all, you can't build a good house on a bad foundation. So quality in equals quality out, in our opinion. Generally speaking, if you're running, I would say quality material, whether that be trim, some sugar leaves, some of the small kind of popcorn bits of flour, you're looking at probably a total cannabinoid concentration between 65 and 85%. I would say more along that 75% range, but that's kind of the range we end up seeing. So if you're using cannabis, usually it's probably about 70% THC with some other minor cannabinoids in there as well. Whatever is kind of representative of the starting plant material.
And can you tell us what this bad boy runs for putting this in our...
We're doing a show special on our 2x20 hydraulic unit. This one is $340,000. I know it is expensive, but these machines are fully automated. They basically run themselves. And once you kind of get your recipes down, it's basically plug in, repeat, and play. So they're very easy. It also includes 2 full days of on-site training, where basically our whiz team will come out to you, teach you guys how to unit, go basically soup to nuts with the extractor, say, hey, this is how you do it, and here's a great starting point to really get your business up and operational.
Wow. And another awesome aspect to that, too, is with Isolate Extraction System, we just started Isolate Studio, which takes it a step further. Companies that need a logo, graphic design, product labels, that type of stuff, we just started Isolate Studio to take it that one step further and really build you with IES and Isolate Studio from the ground up.
So an all-in-one opportunity for a new company getting into the business.
Solutions, yes.
That's fantastic. Can you tell people where they can find your information?
Absolutely. So isolatesystems.com is our website. We have a basically an information request on there. You can call in, email us. We're always happy, and stop by and see us at the MJ Biz.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. This is a great piece of equipment. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Colette Florido with CRW.
Thanks for tuning in to Cannabis, brought to you by CR World. To keep up with the latest in CBD and cannabis-related business, be sure to subscribe to our show.